Take a little drink before we start this one. I am not entirely well. I am going to get through this video though. We're going to keep on going with the daily uploads. Probably not shouting as much, but definitely reaching the hype as we've got important games still to go today. 6 of them. And I think this may be the penultimate episode. This season, of course, as welcome back people to episode number 8 now of season number 3 of this Grimsby to Glory FIFA 23 career mode here on the channel. Now, one thing I must address, maybe you guys haven't spotted it, but I definitely have, and I'm very thankful for it. We're almost at 8.1 thousand subscribers. We have flown through 8,000, so thank you guys so much for that. If we could keep it going though by hitting the subscribe button, that would be absolutely amazing. And of course, as always, if you do enjoy this one, leave it a like. If you haven't seen what happens before today, make sure you watch them, because in 3, 2, 1, we are still top of the league. Or are we? We are joint top on goal difference by 10 points, and as you can see, Rotherham have played a game extra, so that is good stuff for us as we're going to check the calendar today. A good month there. I mean, January was definitely not a good month, a really off one for us right there, as today we have Salford City at home, then a little bit of a break before Fleetwood Town, Cambridge, 3 home games, then away to the Stadium of Light, which I definitely want to play, Sunderland, Barnsley at Oakwell, and Crewe Alexandra before it should leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. Yes, we've already played the likes of what are they called? No, it's 7 games next episode. Maybe we get 7 done today. Maybe we simulate an extra one, depending on how games go today. We might simulate one tomorrow. We might simulate one or play one, but I'm not fully decided. As you can see as well, I've put David Drew on the loan list as I've done something. You may see here, just to make it a little bit more realistic, I have offered new wages to a lot of players, not up to the contracts, just the wages, so they're on higher amounts of money, because we are moving through the leagues, and to pay players peanuts still is not the greatest, so players are worth what their overall really is, to be fair, in most circumstances. We've got, of course, Gleno still down there, Otis Khan still down there as well, but Reggie Stone, who was on £450 a month, is now the highest paid player. We didn't renew his contract, but you can see 5.1 thousand just ahead of Deli Bashiro, because he is the highest rated player by a country mile. So he's reflecting it. I think that's just a realistic move. Maybe frustrates players or you guys out there if they haven't asked for it, but I'm giving them it. But it just makes me feel better, you know. They're getting what they're worth. They should play better as promoting players through the youth, and if the youth get on, they get the same. They get pay increases. And as you can see, Rotherham have actually played 2 games extra than us now, and they are flown above us, as Portsmouth are now in 3rd, same amount of points, but they've played 2 extra games. So we've got 2 games in hand over most teams now, which is actually very nice, as we're going to play this... No, we'll simulate Salford, and we'll play Fleetwood. I definitely know we're going to play Barnsley, and who was the other ones? Barnsley and Sunderland, who are in 14th. And Salford are the highest up out of the rest. So I think I am going to be playing Salford City here. Probably got Kai Bailey in goal. As the team for us, however, is Ryan Alsop in goal, Otis Khan, Jasper Moon, Goodwin Malif, Ma and Glennon, with Deli Bashiro, Eccles and Reggie Stone looking like a very strong midfield we've got now. Dare I say it, championship midfield, as Cullen and Caden Jackson are the strike force up top. And the Salford City team is Aravena up top, Martino, Simoes, Calayo, Mallon, Mai, Watt, Leek, Nartley, Theo Vassell, Tom King, and that is it. Actually, yeah, Kai Bailey's been dropped. I mean, we did get 4 past him last time. The likes of Luke Bolton and Odin Bailey are only on the bench. We beat them 4-0 last time away from home. What's it going to be here at BP? Grimsby, in fact, playing later on as well at the time of recording this. We have Barrow on a Tuesday night. No idea what the score is just yet, as Otis Khan to ball roll inside into Reggie Stone. Josh Eccles onto Liam Cullen. Liam Cullen to just jog it a little bit. Reggie Stone's in front. Try to throw the ball through as it falls straight back into Josh Eccles right here. Round the corner. Reggie Stone with a good run. Here he is! A good save from the replacement goalkeeper there. Tom King back in goal with a bang as now Reggie Stone gets his short corner. Can he dip one in? Back post. He's looking for Jasper Moon. Cullen to flick one over his shoulder to no one. Very unlucky as now Goodwin Malif again. Goodwin Malif cutting inside onto Deli Bashiru. Deli Bashiru back into the centre half. We're going to get this inside now. Josh Eccles likes to hit one. It's very much spooned again. Very unlucky as Martino with the ball running through the middle a little bit here as he's threaded one out wide. Just kept in and Gleno gets his tackling as well. Good stuff from the left back into Caden Jackson. Liam Cullen's making a run through the middle a little bit here and he's on the end of this one. Man running around in Anthony Glennon to cross one in but too much on it. And of course not really panicked in this one. Of course we've got to try and overcome 3 points should I say in 2 games that Rotherham of course have got ahead of us. But we are in the automatic still on goal difference with these 2 games in hand. So I am feeling rather confident. There's a ball forward here. Niall Marr running after his man and trying to get a tackle in. Unlucky. Gleno trying to do the same. It's in the middle. And a shot coming off. And it will be a corner ball here to Salford City. Not long into this half. He's going to try and run around us a little bit here. Deli Bashiru on his back. Shot off. And Alsop with a good save right there. Had to make it. Still not cleared. Really getting quite lucky as Reggie Stone, and there's the half-time whistle. 0-0. It's not the 4-0 we had against them last time. Far from it. And Martino trying to make a run around Goodwin right there at the start of this second half. No changes going through. Still trust the boys on the field. As here is Deli Bashiru, kind of native to Salford, been in Manchester quite a long time as Anthony Glennon. Turning inside, he's going to get his pass off into Josh Eccles. Caden Jackson steps back and tries to get a shot off through bodies. Unlucky, but forces a corner from Leek. Here we go, Otis Khan. Will it come from a corner? Jasper Moon! Just wide. Very unlucky as we're going to make a sub. Duncan Watmore for Caden Jackson, our top scorer. Duncan Watmore, of course, very championship experience and a big game player, I would say. Like, he's done well for Sunderland. I do want to play him against Sunderland today as well. And I don't know, I just have a really good feeling about him when I signed him. Of course, 30-year-old, getting older, as that's not a great pass from Gleno. And I'm hoping he can maybe make the difference in this game as they're trying to run round us here, Salford. They're going to pass off Jasper Moon, not fully reading it. Back heel! And a big save from Ryan Alsop. Squeaky voice, you can hear it's going a lot at the moment. As Mallon is going to take this corner straight into Martino. Martino's going to put it on the edge of the box into Kalau. And it's straight into the path of Watmore from smooth sailing in this game as we need to try and get across and make a tackle. And is that a pen? No, I think it's just outside of the box, should I say. Jasper Moon attacks the man as it's a free kick in a dangerous position here for Salford City. He's going to step over it. They're going to strike straight into the wall. Get out there, boys. We do. We get a bit of a block. That is a banana peel. Avoided. And I tell you what, we're not doing too great as here is Maguire Drew coming on for Deli Bashiru and Coxey up front for Liam Cullen. It's just not worked. On the attacking front, we've been very, very poor. As we need to definitely be better than we have today in the next couple of games if we're going to try and win this league. The form's continued going till now. We're going to strive for it as here is, I think that's Duncan Watmore stepping across. Out wide to Mishia Fete. Can we get any runners in the middle? Not really. We'll go backwards. Try and pass it through the gap. Maguire Drew on the turn. And over the bar. Extremely unlucky with that one as we need to win the header. Jasper Moon does. Into Duncan Watmore now. Jordan Maguire Drew with a flick on to Reggie Stone. Anthony Glennon. Duncan Watmore's right side and Watmore. That's a big chance. What more can he do? He can score that. That's what he can do. As we're going to pass this shot into Dan Cox. Needs to step around his man. That's a good step away. Gets his pass off into Jasper Moon. And another good save from the goalkeeper. Trying not to shout here, but this is getting intense. As Dan Cox Passing it backwards, trying to keep hold of the ball. It's Maguire Drew on the edge of the box who's put it wide. And I tell you what, it looks like we might not get the breakthrough here against Salford. It looks like one of those games. There's 4 added minutes. No idea where they've come from, but we'll take them, as hopefully they won't. We need to try and stop this off a little bit. They've got the ball in these 4 added minutes as Anthony Glennon trying to get at Odin Bailey off the bench, who passes one inside. Edge of the box, here's Malan, it's round the corner, chance to get a shot off. Straight to Allsop, but a 0-0 draw at Blundell Park. It's not the worst, but it's not what we expected in the position we're in. And that drops us down to 3rd in this weird and wonderful, unbalanced top of the league. You can see Portsmouth have gone above us, but they've played 3 extra games. Rotherham United, they are top of the league as it stands. We need to go unbeaten at least to go above them now. That is not great. Going into 2 simulations as well, as it's talking about Boyd's contract. I don't want to sign him back up. I am very, very sorry. I have no intention of signing Sean Boyd back up, even though he did cost us money. Losing him on a free is not the greatest business, but it's what's going to happen as I'm looking at loads of scout reports. 4 players, I'd say it, championship quality, even though we're not there yet. As there's some ratings gone up, including Bryn Morris, who's talked about his game time again. Harry Clifton now getting left behind a bit on 65 rated. Don't like that. Yes, I do know that was a horrific voice break, as it's the same team that's just failed to win. But then again, avoided defeat, so they're going into Fleetwood, fully energised. What can we do against these? We lose 2-1 at Blundell Park. Zimmerscheid, Reggie Stone and Hayes to kill us off. That's 2 now. That's not good. That's helping Rotherham at top of the league because we can still go above them with a win. We can still go above Portsmouth with a couple of points. I'm not worried on 2nd place as Jaheim Headley can't risk aggravating the injury, and Maguire Drew coming on in that cam position. I just want him to train to a different one already. He's taking ages. As it's straight into Cambridge as well. Straight after that game, as we're getting a lot of scout reports back. Players that I am intensively looking at as international duty as well. That's Liam Cullen for Wales. Good to have a Welsh international, as we're definitely playing Sunderland next. Is the team fit enough? No. Josh Eccles a bit tired. That's kind of perfect because it gives me a chance to play Bryn Morris. And I'm going to thread Walsh in there at left centre-back. Change something up. Or change 3 players up, because we did, of course, lose that last one. Duncan Watmore in, Joe Walsh and Bryn Morris. Hoping for a turnaround in fortune right here, because 2 home games without a win, excuse me, when we're top of the league isn't really great. So, change it against Cambridge, please, Mariners. There we go, a 2-1 win. A red card probably did help us. Cullen, Sam Smith, who scored the winner against us earlier on in the season. But Duncan Watmore doing it here for his first town goal. Nicely done, nicely done. Back on the victory bandwagon, hopefully. There's a lot of scout reports coming in, which we'd love to see for next season. But where will we be come that, as we have Sunderland? We're still in 3rd position, but still very much capable of jumping up there. I mean, Rotherham, just a win would take us straight back top of the league with still a game in hand, as Barnsley are 3 behind us. Got them to play after Sunderland, as of course have to rotate with Liam Cullen being on international duty. It's such an important part of the season as well. There is Innes Cameron returning to the bench, which we love to see. Harry Clifton, the captain. Oh, it's a bit hard to get him on that bench actually, isn't it? But I've got to try and put him on. It's Harry Clifton. It is Harry Clifton. Bryn Morris will have to sit this one out, or will he? We've won without Eccles. Oh, it might be Eccles who steps out, you know. It might be Eccles, as Niall Maher back in the team for Walsh, who is retiring. Or do we do this? Because Eccles does have good stats for a centre-back, possibly. Could he play there? He could. He could definitely play at centre-back. I'm not going to play him there right now. I'm going to use him on the bench. Bryn Morris, of course, deservedly in there. As let's travel to the Stadium of Light. And a big ground here, the Stadium of Light. Of course, Sunderland, the first team we got his first win against this season. There's Max Thompson, who we've definitely scouted before up front. With Djaku, Elliot Embleton, being at Grimsby before. Now the captain of Sunderland in attacking midfield with Jay Matete, being at Grimsby as well. With Barr in the midfield. Bellini, Mawson, Alfie Mawson that is. Daniel Ballard, Alese, Lyndon Gooch and Patterson in goal. Of course, as you expect, a very good side for Sunderland, which we've got to try and get past as a ball hoofed forward for Ryan Alsop just to fall onto right there as Niall Maher to bring this ball forward through the gap into Deli Bashiru. Duncan Watmore straight round the corner onto Anthony Glennon. Could we start very brightly here? It's Gleno still going, and he goes for a shot which isn't far wide. Going for a bright start as Gleno to throw it straight in the middle. I think Duncan Watmore did come through the academy at Sunderland as well, so if he scores, I don't really see him celebrating too much against the Black Cats. There's a ball out wide. Here we go, Otis Khan to whip it in towards Bryn Morris. I'm pretty sure that was forward. He wants his place back in the team as Cox has gone down injured. That's not great at all. I mean, Caden Jackson is on the bench. He's talking about us being in third now as Otis Khan. Still going to play on. They've decided to play on with our injury, of course, as Khan does get his tackle in. And he's going to keep on going, his Otis. Dan Cox definitely injured, but the fact he's got back up is quite good. As Caden Jackson makes his way onto the field now, and hang on. Sunderland with a chance right there, and I have no idea how they've squeezed through. That was Dejaka, I'm pretty sure, so we need to head this one away. Not clearly away at the near post, but now Gleno has it. Anthony Glennon to try and come away with this one a little bit here. Pass it backwards into Bryn Morris and Caden Jackson. Caden Jackson fails with it. And Reggie Stone now with the ball. And that's a good one, squeezed through the middle actually. On to Duncan Watmore, who just holds on to it for way too long. Alesse was able to go ahead and get that challenge in rather easily as the ball out to Lyndon Gooch. Anthony Glennon trying to put the press on a little bit. Almost at half-time again. Looking like a 0-0 result so far as Niall Maher with the tackle. He's going to have to run inwards here. There's a big bit of pressure on him right there. He gets it into Bryn Morris. Now into Reggie. Good turn, but not a great pass. And we've lost it again for them to run at us. Goodwin with a good tackle. Jump over the man. And I think there might be an injury from that one. Not great, but still. Half-time whistle I am hoping for at the moment. As it stands, we've done okay for ourselves. Referee, please. Please blow that whistle. There we go. Half-time 0-0. By far not the cleanest watch, however, as let's get going. It is Jack Clark with a spin in the middle of the field. Goodwin trying to put the pressure on a little bit as Barr getting chased here by Deli Bashiru. In the middle again. Bryn Morris has got to come across. It's all the sevens in the middle. 27 and 17. As Niall Maher with a good challenge. Thought he'd gone down then. Onto Gleno, who seems like the bright spark in this one, if anything's going to happen. But he runs into danger right there. Lost it again. Can we try and defend a little bit more? It's now onto Embleton, round the corner into Lyndon Gooch. Corner conceded. What is going to happen here for the hosts? It's a short one into Elliot Embleton. Now Dejaku, tackle coming in from Bryn Morris, not getting there. I see Allsop's on his toes. Shot did come in. Deflected straight into the path of Duncan Watmore, however, who could try and get running a little bit for us here. Round the corner into Otis Khan. Khan to come forward with it. As that's a terrible pass. And a ball hoofed away from the defenders. This guy's definitely not having his luck today. Definitely tackled. I didn't think the referee were going to blow the whistle there. From Elliot Embleton as Goodwin. Straight into Jasper Moon. Round that corner into Harry Clifton. Forced it straight into his man. Clifton off the bench, as you can see. As we've lost it again. Straightforward as well. It's just not good players. That's a brilliant tackle from Moon. But I think the man is injured. That's not going to be popular around here. There's Duncan Watmore trying to get in behind. But he can't get Alfie Mawson out of the way. Very unlucky as Otis Khan through the middle. Onto Reggie Stone. Cut back again. There we go. Into Khan. Forward through the middle. Duncan Watmore. Jackson not with a turn, as I'm sorry. But what is happening with the 0-0s today? We just cannot forge a way through. As the other team can't, to be fair. We're doing well defensively and not well offensively. When we just need wins to try and get us top of the league, we're just bottling these games in hand. As Otis Khan does get a tackle in, though. And this is where we've got to go forward. Caden Jackson into the side, into Reggie Stone. Round the corner into Khan. A little bit of a gap for Duncan Watmore if he can get there, which he does! 89th minute. No, don't celebrate. I've had to skip the replay because I did not want to see Duncan Watmore celebrating against his former club. He wouldn't do that. even though it is in the last minute as Jack Clark's injured. It looks like, I'd be screaming now if my voice didn't absolutely kill. But it looks like we've nicked it here very, very, very much at the end against Sunderland. As they're running at us still though. Embleton got past that challenge. Is it going to be 2 goals in one highlight here? No! Allsop with the save. Very late into this game. Patterson is up. It looks like we may take the points away from the Stadium of Light. A header away. What more does it against his former club? And I'll say the joke again. What more can he do than get us a valuable 3 points at a huge stadium? And can you believe, this is going to be a disgusting stat to tell you, we did that with 42 passes to 92. I mean, that was horrific. As Liam Cox out for 5 days with his injury. Straight into Barnsley. We stay in third because the games in hand above us are still going on. But still, 2 points off top spot with 2 games in hand. However, Barnsley can chase as if they do get points off of us here. They would be closest up. As this part of the season as well adds to heavy squad rotation. We've got 2 very close games here back to back. And of course we've got quite a few games to go today. So I am going to change it up. And I am going to go for the Eccles slot into the back line. I don't know why, I'm just going to go for it. Feeling it. As of course Walsh could play there. Maybe I take Jasper Moon out as well. Do we go like that? No, we're keeping clean sheets, aren't we? Eccles, you can just come out altogether, mate. I'll go for Harry and Eccles in the midfield. Give Dele a rest. Mars definitely getting a rest. Could we put a youngster on the bench? I might go for Pritchard, you know. I'm a big fan of him. As the other comments, hear you guys talking about him highly, as I do value him highly. Or do we actually put Headley in? I think maybe Headley just for now. Let the youth settle in a little bit more. As definitely want to go for Jackson over Cameron. Sorry, Innes. That is the team here for Barnsley. A big game. Harry Clifton, the captain, and Efferty coming back in, and Walsh. As Cullen's coming back in as well, should I say. Watmore benched after his winning goal. Still, we've got a game against Crewe very quick after that, which I'm thinking about. Barnsley at Oakwell. And the Yorkshire chance going through, as I need to check this Barnsley lineup before anything, don't I? As we're going to see it here. They've got Gomez up front with Mathis, Luke Thomas, Luke O'Connell, and Josh Benson finally back in the starting lineup with Callum Stiles still in there. What a player he is. Connor McCarthy, Liam Kitchen, Robbie Cundy, Jordan Williams, and Jack Walton. No Anderson in centre-back. No Devante Cole. No Brad Collins in goal. It's a different lineup, I tell you that, as it's one that we definitely still want to try and beat. Herbie Kane nowhere to be seen as well. That's another one. As let's get cooking, shall we? A run down the line here. Anthony Glennon with a interception. This is a game that we really don't want to afford to lose, especially. And I don't really want to draw it. I want to get this gap going into the final couple games of the season. A gap here would be huge, as Caden Jackson not getting his pass off. Even the commentators discussing how pinnacle a match of this stature could be, as a run on here from Cullen, not getting his pass off, but still getting a little bit of a block in there. As the ball forward, Gomez into Josh Benson, excuse me, as they've got a little bit of a run forward here. It's through the middle onto Mathis. He's offside. And that really hurt my throat screaming that loud. It's a really good job he was that far off, as here's Mishiafete. Ball through the middle onto Liam Cullen. Cullen to slowly jog it up the field as well now. Passing to Josh Eccles. A man brought down in the middle as Efferty gives it back into Eccles again. Out wide. Into Mishiafete. Cross delivered in. Jackson's almost there, you know. And it's talking about Gomez being back and not fully match fit, but back into the lineup. Similar to Harry, who leaves that to go straight through the middle. Harry Clifton, you've got to put the pressure on a bit more than that, mate. There's a yellow card for one of their boys right there. Cornell. There's a ball to come into the box. No. Callum Stiles to dribble it a little bit. He's actually the captain as well, the Hungarian. Into Connell on the edge, who spins us all. We're the team under the pressure the first half an hour. Not too great, as Mishiafete into Goodwin. Goodwin through the middle onto Harry Clifton. Now into Liam Cullen. Cullen to just try and dribble this ball back a little bit. Trying to force that gap, and we've still managed to tackle them. And a brilliant save from Jack Walton. I tell you what, Josh Eccles should have us in front right there as a corner ball. It's a good whipped in one. Just a little bit away from Cullen. Drops to Walsh. Shot in. Caden Jackson can't get there. And a good end to the first half after not really being in it too much. 0-0. And yet again, we get an earful of the Yorkshire chants, which just won't stop in this one as Josh Eccles on the ball to start off with. Whoa. Whoa, they've injured Josh Eccles right there with that one. That was unnecessary. Very unnecessary. I'm not a fan of a tackle like that. And that is horrific as Cullen's going to carry on, however. Go for a shot. And just not put it in the corner. That could be a shot that rules Eccles out for the next one. He's still carrying on as we're going to get Bryn Morris on. And we're going to get Jaheim Headley on for Anthony Glennon. Because I would like to play Glennon against Crewe, but he does need a rest at the same time as Cullen on a turn. Into Reggie Stone here again. Run around here from Mishia Fete. Falls to Caden Jackson. Got to be handball. Falls to Harry Clifton. Just under the hour mark. I'd be screaming if I could speak, like I keep on saying. But Harry Clifton gets us in front. That is a big goal, that one. As Mishia Fete delivering one in. And that's a big deflection into it. Caden Jackson's shot. Just deflecting off the man straight into the path of Captain Harry. Back from injury. Great finish that one as Gomez running through the park. Trying to get a tackle in on him, but just avoided as Headley's got wrong side of Thomas here. And he's just come off the bench as Jaheim Headley. And he has made a big error in a big game. That is not what you want from an impact sub. Luke Thomas gets them level straight away. Really not good from our left wing back there. Just absolutely got skinned by the 16, who put it off the post and in. Just took a dink off it as we're going to back heel that. Mishia Fete into Jasper Moon. Jasper Moon to come inside a little bit. Into Bryn Morris. Bryn Morris to come forward. Into Liam Cullen. Liam Cullen to get that out wide. Straight into Mishia Fete. Now into Harry Clifton. Fete making the run around into Caden Jackson, Reggie Stone. Bit of space to go for it and wastes it. As approaching the last couple of minutes of this very tight game, it's got to be said. Coming across is Mishia Fete. Ball through the middle. Jasper Moon just lunges in and nowhere near it. Into the middle. Big tackle from Walsh and a clearance to match it as Duncan Watmore. Can we counter? We've got a couple of players here. It's Liam Cullen. Back through to Watmore, runs straight into his man. That's a bit of fatigue still, that, as it's a draw against Barnsley. Not the result that we wanted, definitely not. We wanted a win there to really boost the promotion bid, but games in hand still stand. Take a point, we didn't lose, as we actually did dominate that game. And you can see, it's only one game in hand now we actually have over Rotherham. We jump ahead of Portsmouth by 2 games. But that one game in hand we need to make count. And we've got Crewe here very quickly up. Where are Crewe? Are they in the relegation zone? Yes, they are. They're below the rivals, should I say. 33 points, but we're going to have a tired team and we've got to get it right. As I've just seen, and I just skipped past it. Didn't show the message. I don't know why I didn't stop to show the message. Eccles is out for 3 months. Josh Eccles' season is over. It gives game time to some more players, but still, it is definitely not what we wanted at this stage, as we're going to have to change it up once more. Captain Harry can stay in with Bishudu, actually. I'll bring more. No, I'm going to put a defensive-minded one more on, as Headley. Really not a good performance from him. Duncan Watmore for Jackson. And I think that is the team we're going to go with. Marr. Forgot about Niall Marr. We're going to change it up this way. Headley really not taking his chance. Can we take his chances here at home again? Against Crewe. We do need a win now. This is the game in hand. Midweek, a 2-1 win. Holly Sleck with their goal, but Duncan Watmore, Deli Bashuru, and Bryn Morris did get sent off. As Callum Morton, it's just said, who of course did beat us with Fleetwood earlier on, getting player of the month as Bryn Morris suspended. It's not great as Cullen, proud of you. What shall I say to him? Just focus on your football, Sean Boyd. I'm not really wanting to keep you. Jordan Maguire, Drew. Not happy with your game time. I rely on you when it matters. Ollie Lee. I don't want you to get injured again, but to be fair, I don't really want you at the club, as maybe it wasn't the game in hand, because Rotherham have played, in fact, as well. Portsmouth keep on winning. Barnes are keep on winning. Coventry do. Pressure's still on us big time, though, as we move into Blackpool, actually. Is this a game we can actually simulate? 65 points with 10 points above. They are actually 7th outside of the playoffs. Is this actually a game we can afford to simulate? I don't know. It's away from home. I don't know the running at the end of next season, or the end of the season, should I say. Brewers, MK Dons, Bristol Rovers, Portsmouth, Ipswich, and Port Vale. I don't think it's worth risking in a simulation, is it? I don't. I really don't. I'm going to leave it there today, guys. It'll leave 7 episodes and a roundup for tomorrow. But I just can't simulate that one. It's got to be ended. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with that notification bell on down below. Firmly clicked if you do not want to miss anything in the future. As thank you guys very much for watching today. Take care of yourselves. In a bit. And peace.